sure to watch the full video as I'll be covering crunchy and juicy details instead of just rambling about text leaks. People are underestimating Lingsha's capabilities. But in the future, we'll be facing more difficult bosses that require more healing and cleansing, making it impossible to rely on Gallagher. Lingsha outperforms Gallagher in every aspect, though she's more skill point hungry. Apart from that, she will be the best sustain healer in the game, in my opinion, as she power crept Luocha with a single trace. She's even better than Huohuo, as she can heal all her teammates instead of just 3, and Fuyuan's follow-up attack will cleanse every ally, whereas Huohuo's skill only cleanses 1 ally. The rest of their kits focus on different aspects, so I won't cover those differences here. These are the materials you need to max out Lingsha, and here are her Lightcone materials if you're interested. Overall, Lingsha has a summon named Fuyuan, which essentially acts like Numbi. Lingsha's damage and healing scale with her attack. She also applies a special debuff to enemies and can perform a team-wide cleanse. She will be a very strong sustain character for break teams because of the debuff she applies and her AoE break damage. As I mentioned, Fuyuan acts like Numbi, and its speed has recently been buffed from 80 to 90. It deals follow-up damage, heals teammates, and cleanses 1 debuff from each ally. Lingsha's basic attack deals fire damage based on her attack. Her skill deals damage to all enemies equal to 80% of her attack, and also restores HP for all her allies based on her attack. Her skill advances Fuyuan's turn by 20%. Her ultimate does 3 main things: heals all allies, deals damage to all enemies, and applies a debuff called Befog to all enemies for 2 turns. This debuff increases the break damage taken by enemies by 25%. Her technique summons Fuyuan and inflicts Befog on all enemies for 2 turns. According to her Trace A2, her healing also scales with break effect, making her the perfect choice for a break team. Trace A4 grants her 10 more energy from her basic attack. Her last trace literally power crept Luocha, as Fuyuan will take a turn when any ally's HP is less than or equal to 60%, healing all allies instead of just 1. She is going to be the best healer in the game, but the catch is that you have to build her with attack, because most of her damage and healing scales with attack, which can make her squishy for a sustain unit. Not to mention, break effect will also be important due to her last trace. Attack and break effect should be your first priority, followed by HP and then speed. For the main stats, you should use outgoing healing for the body, speed for the boots, attack for the sphere, and energy regeneration for the rope. Her best relic sets are the Iron Cavalry set and Passerby set. You should use the Iron Cavalry set if you want to use her as break support, as this set will give her more break effect, and after gaining enough break effect, she will also be able to ignore defense. However, if you want a more supportive role from her, you can use the Passerby set, as it will increase her healing and recover a skill point at the start of the battle. Her best ornament sets are the Fleet set, Talia set, and Forge set. The Fleet set is overall a nice option for supports, and if you are going to use Firefly in the team, you can use the Forge set, as it will greatly increase her break efficiency and give her a bit more speed, but only if the enemies have a fire weakness. Talia set. The Talia set fully focuses on increasing break effect. You can get up to 36% break effect from this set. Her signature Lightcone is obviously her best in slot. It increases her break effect by 60%, and her ultimate will inflict enemies with a debuff, causing them to receive more damage and an additional 8% damage if the user has a 150% break effect. Her best free-to-play Lightcone is What is Real, as it is designed for break supports. You can also use the Post-Op Lightcone, which is one of the best light cones for healers, as it increases her healing and energy regeneration. E1. Her weakness break efficiency increases and reduces defense for enemies with broken weaknesses. E2 increases break effect for all allies when she uses her ultimate. E4. Lingsha will provide more healing to the ally with the lowest HP. E6. This will essentially buff Fuyuan, making him deal more damage and reduce enemies' resistance. E3 and E5. These will increase her levels as usual. Lingsha's kit is mainly designed for break teams. Her best super break team includes Boot Hill or Firefly with Ruan Mei and Harmony MC. For her F2P team, you can use Shiwi, Hunt March, and Harmony MC. You can also use her in follow-up attack teams, since she is a follow-up attack unit herself. For the new premium follow-up attack team, you can pair her with Fei Xiao, Topaz, and Robin. For the free-to-play version, you can use her with Dr. Ratio, March, and Asta, or replace Asta with Mose. You can also use her in pure fiction teams, mainly using Himiko or Jade.